Hey everyone, we are taking a 5-month trip with our trailer to escape the Canadian winter.
And it's time to start packing. So let's show you what we're taking along with us on our 150-day trip down to Cabo, Mexico and back.
Vamos!
There's snow on the mountains and there's frost on the ground. So I think it's time to start packing. I'm starting to be able to see my breath too. It's cold.
Packing for every single one of our trips begins here in the bedroom, and that's what I'm going to start today. I've got lots of pairs of shorts, bathing suits, lots of t-shirts, tank tops. I like options. There's just something about packing for a trip that's like exciting, and the anticipation makes me want to get on the road sooner. And it's a really great opportunity because it makes me clean out the closet at least once a year. As you can see, I've got a giant pile of stuff for donation. So I can get rid of some stuff before we go too. Lots of bathing suits for this trip.
And I'm starting to put together my pile too. Feeling very optimistic about the heat for this trip. So bathing suits, shorts, more shorts, t-shirts, tsunami shirt. Yes, I hang up my t-shirts. It's weird, I know. And you know, we might have a couple cool evenings, so maybe a sweatshirt or two.
This is a sign that we need to leave. Winter's coming. Benny's warming himself on the vent. When we do our laundry while we're traveling, we keep it pretty simple. We have one load that can go in the dryer and one that can't. To separate our laundry at our home base, we can tell the difference between those two loads, one with a white basket and one with a blue basket. Now, last winter though, we didn't have that opportunity. We only had white laundry bags, and so that kind of got a little bit annoying. We had to open a bag, take them down off the shelf every time we wanted to add something. And so this year, I went to Amazon, I found a blue mesh bag, and so now we will be able to tell them apart.
So this is what we call our garage. And this is where we store a lot of our outdoor type stuff. And Mel has a bit of a mission for me today. She wants me to get our inflatable kayak and inflatable surfboard in here. Oh, and by the way, we're bringing an inflatable kayak and an inflatable surfboard.
How cool is that? And this is how small the space is.
All right, I've got the inflatable kayak. All right, and here is the surfboard. All right, let's get some of this stuff out and get started. Good time to clean up the carpet.
Hey, we need the beach umbrella and the beach fence too.
Dear viewers, should we keep the blue table? Yes or no? I say yes.
I say no. Look, the top is coming off. Look at that. Like it's falling apart.
A little bit of wood glue, be perfect again.
See, it all fits great. Really cold.
I think it's like 10 degrees. It's like not that cold.
It's 7 degrees.
Sorry, I stand corrected. All right. Oh, okay, so we're done. So, this is the garage. Packed.
We got it in. I told you we could.
Well, except for that.
Okay, except for the kayak.
And honestly, where would you put the kayak?
Well, I guess I didn't realize it was such a big bag.
It's huge. Stay tuned to see if we can actually bring the kayak and if we have room.
Oh, we're gonna bring it. All right, this is for the truck. One of the things that we really missed last year while we were away for the winter was our own fresh home-baked cookies. We ended up buying some just store-bought cookie dough, and it just wasn't the same. It never is, right? So this year I decided I wanted to bring our own cookies with us, and I was going to bake a whole ton of them and put them in the freezer. But then I saw on one of the Instagram pages that we follow called Of Batter and Dough by Rebecca Blackwell. She's a recipe developer and works out of her RV. She actually made batches of cookie dough, froze it in the little balls, kept them in the freezer, and then when she wanted fresh baked cookies, you could just grab some from the freezer, throw on the oven, and bake the exact number of cookies you wanted and be done. And I thought that was absolutely genius, and so I'm gonna copy that idea. And so I'm making my mom's chocolate chip cookie recipe. It's one of our favorites. Well, it's Jay's favorite, but I've got a whole bunch of shredded coconut and some leftover oats and things that I really just need to use up, and so I'm gonna throw that into the second half. So yeah, let's do it. I got these vanilla beans on a anniversary trip to Tahiti. You just put like a little bit of vodka or bourbon or something in the bottom, and that helps preserve them. Just give it a little shake every once in a while. That is now vanilla extract in the bottom, but I'm going to use the actual bean today because they are just delicious. And I'm telling you, coconut and chocolate is a classic flavor. I don't know what your problem is.
I think it sounds gross, and you just ruined that batch of cookies.
You're such a baby. Actually, all the better. Then there's more for me.
If you agree that Mel just ruined an entire batch of chocolate chip cookies by putting coconut in them, let us know in the comments.
I love coconut. I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, I can't resist. I need some cookie dough.
That's the best part about making cookies. All right, while those freeze, we can get a head start on prepping everything that's coming out of the pantry. So I already mentioned we've been trying to eat up a lot of our stuff. Things like lentils that take a long time to cook that'll use a lot of propane. But a lot of that's gonna be coming with us. Any of the stuff that we have left over will, but I'm hopefully gonna cook all that up. And then we'll have like ready cooked bags of lentils and beans and stuff already frozen. But anyways, other things though, like the crackers are really important, and you're gonna laugh because we have a lot of them, but these Indian curries that we love so much, even more curry. We're gonna try to be a little extra healthy this year, and we're bringing cauliflower rice because we really like our carbs, and this is maybe a slightly healthier alternative. And then a whole box of carbs to go with it all. So I'm just gonna put this stuff in bags and have it ready to go. So it's all here ready to go in case we need something from it before we leave.
And of course, one more important packing area is the outdoor kitchen. This is where we keep our barbecue, our tire covers, our outdoor rug, and of course, the Starlink. Last, but certainly not least, is packing the back of the truck. This year, I've got my work cut out for me, because I've got to get all of this into the back. And the back of our truck is not so long. We have a relatively short bed, it's only 6 feet. So what are some things that we're bringing on this trip that we wouldn't normally bring? Well, number one, extra gas jerry cans, because we've heard there's a lot of space in between gas stations. We've got our generator, and of course, we've got our blow-up kayak here too, which takes up a lot of space, but is gonna be so worth it on the ocean. Finally, we've got a propane fire pit, and that's gonna be great since there's not a whole lot of firewood to be found in Baja. So that went super quick, super easy. I think a little too easy. I really feel like I'm forgetting something. So I'm gonna have to check around and see if I forgot anything. However, everything on the list is in the truck and it fits. So there were actually a couple things that Mel and I found around the garage that we should bring. Extra lap sealant, the caulking gun to actually use the lap sealant that we already have. Really should have had that. And this 30-second cleaner that's like a miracle worker and cleaned up our awning really well. Now we're ready. All right, we're all packed up. Don't miss next week's video when we hit the road and head down to Cabo, Mexico.
Adios. Hey everyone, we are going on a trip and I forgot what I was supposed to say.
And it's finally time to start packing.
It was very enthusiastic of you.
Is the outdoor kitchen space? No.
There aren't a lot of ingredients and I appreciate that in a world full of crap.
And there's Benny warming up his butt as we pack.
Make sure you don't miss the next video by liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.